We had teased earlier on, Mutahi Kagwe, nominated to the Agriculture and Livestock Development docket, has been on off and on politics of the government and serving in different portfolios since serving in the late Mwai Kibaki's government and retired President Uhuru Kenyatta's administration, serving as the CS for Health, where he led the war against the COVID-19 pandemic in his last post. Now, should Parliament approve his nomination, Mutahi Kagwe will join President William Ruto's administration, making a comeback to government as the CS for Agriculture and Livestock Development. Emmanuel Toh with Mutahi Kagwe's profile.
Having been appointed a cabinet secretary of the government of Kenya,
his star shone the brightest during Kenya's arguably darkest period. Some of his notable quotes during the daily COVID-19 briefings at Afya House are still fresh.
In the last 24 hours,
serving as informative comic relief when the country was waging war against an invisible enemy in the name of coronavirus. Barely 2 weeks after taking over the reins as the new Cabinet Secretary for Health, Mutahi Kagwe was thrown into the deep end, handed the wheel to steer and navigate the country.
If we continue to behave normally, this disease will treat us abnormally.
Through a stormy season of global pandemic.
I can get it, and you can what? If I can get it, also you can.
His narration that some patrons had started ordering a Kagwe special to circumnavigate the COVID-19 restriction rules, cracking up many.
It is a fact of life that people have been going to pubs or to Italy's. They order one sausage with 2 beers. They eat that one sausage. Anakula hiyo sausage moja na bia mbili. Anatoka hapo. Anaingia hoteli ingine.
And it seems it is time for him to get his own special in a characteristic political comeback that he has mastered over the past 22 years. Kagwe is now poised to be the new cabinet secretary 2 years since leaving cabinet, should he get the nod of parliament after being appointed by President William Ruto. Apart from his 2-year stint at the helm of Afya House, Kagwe is a man whose political career spanned about 20 years before his appointment by former President Uhuru Kenyatta. His was, however, an on and off political career, and it seems it is time to press that on button again and probably bridge the power gap in Nyeri County left after the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua as deputy president. Born in Mukurweini, Nyeri County, Mutahi Kagwe attended Kihate Primary School and Kagumo High School for his foundational education. He later enrolled at the University of Nairobi and the United States International University, where he pursued a master's degree in business administration. In 2002, Kagwe made his debut in politics, clinching the Mukurweini parliamentary seat on the National Alliance Rainbow Coalition ticket. 3 years later, the late retired President Mwai Kibaki elevated him to the cabinet position, appointing him the Minister for Information, Communication and Technology. It is during his tenure that Kenya ushered in the era of fiber optic cables by initiating the construction of the transformational East African Marine Systems TEAMS, which was the first fiber optic project for Eastern Africa. The move set the ball rolling on the rollout of the digital era space and drew the curtains on the satellite technology. It is also during his stint that the giant Safaricom's M-Pesa was launched and has gone ahead to revolutionize global mobile money transfer. However, in 2007, he took a political hiatus after losing his Mukurweini seat to Kabando and had to be off politics for another 5 years. In 2013, he yet again made a comeback, giving many a run for their money and emerging the inaugural senator for Nyeri County in a heated race. At the end of the 5 years, it was time for another off button when he lost Nyeri gubernatorial race, surrendering the Jubilee Party primaries to the late Nyeri Governor Wahome Gakuru, who went ahead to be Nyeri Governor. In 2020, his comeback was again complete as he was sworn in to take over as the CS for Health, where, among other things...
So if you know any of those cartels, please tell them that their days are numbered.
He led a cleanup of Afya House cartels. Emmanuel Toh, Citizen TV, Nairobi.